Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Soul Star Wayshowers of the new Edenic timeline. From the very first, not a thing is. From the philosophy of Zen Buddhism, we received the teachings of that which is beyond the void. Tomorrow for the powerful Neptune and Jupiter conjunction in Pisces, which happens once every 166 years. I will be releasing to the public a creative piece I title The Void. In these final days of the false 3D matrix, we realize our true Buddha nature with the power of our I Am presence. In the oneness of our intrinsic nature that is empty of all concepts, we created the conceptualization of separation. In the Buddhist Heart Sutra, we say emptiness is form, and form is emptiness. This is the paradox that we witness daily. This is the quanta, the fluctuation between the seen and unseen, the manifest and unmanifest. From the still center, all sound and light expands as a sphere and contracts as a square. From the stillness emanates motion, from the silence expands the sound. All manifest things are sound and light that becomes physical matter. The Divine Mother is the physical manifestation of the Spirit of Father, the Divine Masculine. The Yin is within the Yang and the Yang within the Yin. They are intrinsically linked, dancing through the cosmic rays as we reach a culmination point we call compression breakthrough. The death of the old makes way for the new. We empty the cup to fill it up again. We fall asleep all for the joy of waking up. It is a cycle that is endless until we realize that we have collectively suffered enough and make the conscious effort to free ourselves and all consciousness from the lower false reincarnation cycles. As starseeds of the new earth, we had to experience the lowest vibrational suffering to never forget why we came and fell prey to the false projections of the 3D matrix. The matrix is tricky and sticky. It tricks you into thinking and believing you are less than divine and sacred through the sin programs and duality projections, and it does everything in its power to stick you to that dogmatic programming system. The original sin is the sine waves that created the duality simulations, but it was all in the game and name of experience what it felt like to be separate from itself, to experience the game of forgetting and remembering, to play the act of limitation and suffering. Now it is time to let that all go, to free yourself from the simulated reality of judgment and false limiting beliefs, and empower yourself to rise up as sovereign leaders of the universal one law of Prime Creator, which is the end of picking and choosing, and living in harmony with nature and the cosmos. In other words, living from the heart as Christ-conscious beings of eternal life. The resurrection is the living in the love of the Great Spirit and being the peace and joy you wish to see in the world, no matter what. There are no excuses anymore. They have all been exhausted by our lower mind of man. We now resolve all things perfectly in the unborn mind of Buddha. This is cosmic consciousness we call pure awareness, which is the I Am presence that is here now in this body where I always am, the holographic fractal body of the multiverse. Now we live directly from the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today, again from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. We had another powerful day of activations and manifestations. Our Solaris released a massive halo CME that's heading directly to the Earth, which should reach us by this Thursday the 14th. Tomorrow, as I already mentioned, is the powerful alignment, the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. This is a pivotal point in our ascension process. Also, we're having a massive winter storm in the west of the United States. Today in this portal, we had a winter wonderland, which is very rare for this area. What I am being told is that generally we have 1 to 2 winter snowstorms in this area all winter, and it never snows in April. The photo at the beginning of today's transmission is a snowman our 2 boys and I built today that they call oatmeal. We had a lot of fun making this little guy. We hope you're having an enjoyable day with your friends and family and your soul tribes all over this realm. Now let us continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 24 degrees, 48 minutes Leo. The sun is at 22 degrees, 15 minutes Aries. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 23 degrees Aries. A woman in pastel colors carrying a heavy and valuable but veiled load. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 25 degrees Leo. A large camel crossing a vast and forbidding desert. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Sacred Rebels, from Alana Fairchild and Autumn Sky. And the card she pulled for you today, card 13, Power of Attraction. There is such wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future-oriented? You see, there is magic in this moment too. There is something arising within you, out of the depths of your being. In this process, there is a shift in environment, both internal and external. A fertility is being stimulated. This is your time to play with that fertility, to conceive, create, and embark upon the process of transformation with an open heart and mind. You may not know where it all is going to lead. All you need to know is that it will be wonderful and exactly, perfectly what is needed. Beyond that, allow the energy of fertile growth and abundance that now flows so naturally and richly within you and around you simply to be. You are a big soul, and with that often comes big dreams. You might worry that you want too much out of life. Perhaps you think that you are only capable of small dreams. If you have drawn the oracle of big, bold vision as well, then this part of the message is highlighted for you. This oracle is guiding you to remember that there are stages of creation. A house cannot be built without the flooring. No matter how beautiful the stained glass windows you plan to install are, the walls need to be up first. Your big life dreams are a work in progress, just like you. If you have been working on healing something within you, started a new creative project, or just taken on a new job or relationship, and feel that although you are getting some results, you are impatient for more, doubt that you can continue or ever find the zone or become proficient in the situation at hand, then this oracle comes as a reinforcement. You are doing well. That which is worthwhile takes time to build. Celebrate each success, even the small ones. You are creating something of worth. Be patient, keep going, and trust. This oracle comes with a special message. You have recently completed a cycle or level of manifestation and are transitioning into the next level of experience. Like a big fish leaving the small pond and feeling like a rather small fish in a bigger pond. There will be some getting used to it. Time needed as you find your way. This will add to what you have already done and bring valuable expansion to your realization of your abilities, as well as many new relationships and opportunities to help you go further on your journey. What you are in the process of creating will benefit from this stage of your process. Whether your creation is simply your sacred life path, a particular creative work, or an actual child, there is a positive and constructive energy that is unfolding for you now to boost this process and carry you further along the way. Do you dare to dream and believe in your dream until it manifests? Even if naysayers challenge you, of course you do, sacred rebel. This oracle brings you guidance. You are going to attract whatever is needed to complete your work in progress and bring it to fruition. Remain open to receive and trust in the unfolding of your life experiences. Do not turn away. All of the necessary elements are coming together. Allow this integration to occur so that you can manifest your dreams. Healing process. Close your eyes and relax. Imagine that you are in a wild desert landscape in nature in the middle of summer. The sun is hot overhead, and you can sense the aridity of the land, the green cacti sprouting with spikes and the strong heat rising from the earth as shimmering waves. How does this feel to you? Then you are in a red, golden forest with trees looking as though they are set on fire with vibrant colored leaves that fall to the ground, creating lush heaps of crunchy colored debris. The air is becoming crisp and cool. How does this feel to you? The moon rises overhead and you are in a winter landscape. Mountains of snow have fallen and light, delicate snowflakes settle onto the heap as the dark night sky becomes clear and filled with endless stars. The dazzling aurora borealis begins to shimmer. Vivid green light swirls and shimmers, hauntingly beautiful, dancing through the night sky. The sharp cold night air is invigorated with light. How does this feel to you? Then you are in a lush green landscape sprouting with new shoots and a warm sun caressing the earth. Lambs and rabbits frolic sweetly and playfully. Daisies and daffodils create a vibrant yellow blanket over the green grasses, and there is a sweet scent in the mild, warm air. How does this feel to you? Say aloud, I trust in the cycles of my life, my work, and my own spiritual growth. Through unconditional love, I thrive. When you are ready, just open your eyes, and you have completed your healing process. And now from Divine Brothra of the Light, Paramahansa Yogananda, openness. So long as we are immersed in body consciousness, we are like strangers in a foreign country. Our native land is omnipresence. When you go beyond the consciousness of this world, knowing that you are not the body or the mind, and yet aware as never before that you exist, that divine consciousness is what you are. You are that in which is rooted everything in the universe. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Valerie A. Elster, we're coming up on an important split in the matrix, a bifurcation in the time code over the next few days, new galactic coding affecting to the entire Milky Way galaxy, so time might get a bit weird or weirder. Love, Valerie. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. We are in for a treat with this powerful conjunction. Jupiter and Neptune will meet in Pisces on the 12th of April for the first time since March 17th, 1856. This means the collective energy is going to be very chaotic, dramatic, and emotional for a while. I bet you can already notice it. The astrologers are suggesting that an important shift will happen, a cultural reset, a vibe shift for the individual, collective, planet, and this means big change for everyone on the long run, and some might not be so happy about it. Jupiter brings luck, fortune, and blessings. Neptune brings the magical, mysterious, and spiritual into our lives. Neptune governs the subconscious, dreams, art, entertainment, and psychic powers. The planets meet every 12 years, but only every 165 years in the sign of Pisces. Dreamy, emotional, spiritual, a water sign, powerfully connected with both planets. What to expect? What can we do? The best way is to open up to the unknown and see what comes our way. What changes will happen, be seen in the physical lives. Be ready to change your beliefs, the perception of reality, your spirituality, and ways of living. Expect magical change according to the divine plan. I enjoy so much on such powerful days and welcome the change because I can feel and see that so much is happening for our highest good. Even though we cannot perceive it when it happens, but we slowly and surely follow. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Sadia Farah Ali, the crowning of the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is rising. The Solar Feminine Christ is awakening in all of us through the crowning of the divine feminine with the Christed light. The drum is beating as she walks the spiral barefoot. She knows what lies behind her. She knows who she is and what she is becoming. The Sophionic template is descending, and she is ready to receive her. Her crown starts emanating the golden Christed light as her expanded heart radiates aquamarine and emerald light. Her womb, a vast potential of all life's creation, radiates pink light as she is standing in the threefold flame essence. She is home. She is love. She is beloved. She is ready to be received. She has walked this earth and many other places for eons, as a pillar of light, receiving and anchoring the divine essence through which all life grows. This essence runs through her and is deeply embedded in her DNA. She breathes life into all things, destructs all that is untrue, unloving, and unpure, so it can return to source light and be transmuted in the light of all, for the good of all. She reassembles the seeds for the flower to expand into a never-ending creation spiral with no beginning and no end, organic, pure creation. And while she breathes life, she births planets, stars, galaxies. She is the giver of life. From her essence she creates, she destroys. She is sun and moon. She is dark and light. She is life itself. She is the deep belly laugh, the tears that turn into the river, and the wind that carries her singing. She becomes the mother herself as she rests her body on the soil, the birthing ground of humanity. She becomes it, that which is all there is. She is life. She is the beloved. She is ready to be received. She is in you and in me. The solar feminine Christ is awakening in all of us. She is in all divine feminines and divine masculines, and she is calling us home to be received, to be the beloved, to be ready, to be life itself. She is calling us to embody her, to live the Sophionic template, to clear ourselves of all programming so we may walk this earth as the Christed feminine beings that we always were meant to be, the galactic royals, the priestesses, and those who keep the frequency. Many of us are called to receive these initiations, to embody the Christed light and to come home within, to crown the divine feminine solar Christ. And from divine Brothor of the light, Pars Kute, as the waves of incoming high energies of light codes are very strong indeed, the new expression of love and oneness that is overtaking all of life here on the planet, we may realize it or not. This indeed is a great expression of the great plan that is in the works, and all of us are the ones that are bringing this plan forward. We are right on the verge now, as the spring comes forth. The spring springs forth and brings new life. But for that new life to come forward, the old must fall apart, it must come down. And that is what we are experiencing now, as the many truths come forward, and the darkness is revealed for what it is, an illusion. A part of the illusion that we ourselves, as the creators, have created. So we let it all go now, and we let the illusion fall apart within us. We all continue to come together as one while soaking up these incoming high energies of photon light codes in this now moment, and know that we are indeed the one. With divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from divine Sistar of the light, Dr. Shavi M. Ali. Plasma surge and fluxes, heading into the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction on April 12th and the full moon on April 16th. Solar winds are on the high side of normal, approaching 400 kilometers a second, with normal being between 300 and 400, but they are dense with plasma particle waves. Pulsating pressure from these waves is building around our planet Earth Gaia. Energy fluxes, continual non-stop pummeling of the planet on both sides, sun-facing and far side, with potent cosmic energetics, are steadily performing on the cosmic stage. Huge sunspots are developing on the far side of the sun, which could turn to face our planet at any time and give off further high-powered solar flares, as have occurred in recent days, and explode with coronal mass ejections. Thus our planet is in an activation portal. There have been about 106 earthquakes of 1.0, very small or greater within the past 24 hours, and a relatively medium-strength 5.3 quake has occurred in Turkey. Floods are raging in Australia. Major tornadoes have torn through 5 USA states this week. Other nations are experiencing extreme weather events as well. India, for example, has had 89 extremely heavy rainfall conditions and floods since the autumn of 2021, and this seems to be continuing. Although this nation is used to monsoons, they are lasting longer than normal, and enormously hot temperatures are happening there this April of 2022, more than in the past years. England is generally chilly this April with 42 degrees Fahrenheit to slightly warm with 57 degrees. Rain is expected, however, for most of the month. Generally in April, South America experiences sunny, warm days with temperatures in the 80s. However, it has recently been having landslides, Brazil leaving thousands of people homeless, wildfires in Argentina, and massive flooding in the Amazon, which has devastated harvests. As these examples illustrate, activation portals can result in extreme weather situations as our sun takes direction from the great central sun and then extends the report to our planet, clearing, cleansing, and transforming. The word satsanga is Sanskrit for gathering for truth, and refers to when a spiritual teacher, known as a guru, one who brings light from darkness, or an acharya, master teacher, and also one who teaches by example, sits with his or her students and delivers a lesson on a specific spiritual principle that may be relative to various intellectual subjects such as science, philosophy, history, etc. Our sun is a strong guru, an acharya. The planet Jupiter is also named Guru in Sanskrit because its frequencies are expansive, with opportunities for higher knowledge and abundance. Its conjunction with Neptune on April 12th offers opportunities for elevated spiritual understanding. We are receiving downloads of information into our cellular records and upgrades to our multi-stranding DNA which resides in each of our cells. Symptoms of this process are increasing, and even the most unknowledgeable people about this process are having many physical, emotional, and mental experiences, 2222 flowing in, that can only be explained to them by someone who is highly elevated or steadily elevating to greater levels of consciousness, such that there is a connection to the superconsciousness, the higher self, the soul, at all times. However, it is best to discuss this issue with those who are willing to listen, and has been suggested previously in order to avoid debate, criticism, and frustration. Many of those who negate that cosmic happenings are of a divine design will seek out those who have known all the while. Why? Because their traditional therapies, chemical drugs, and invasive procedures are not working, and they are tiring of the constant bad side effects of their choices, in a system focused on sick care instead of acclimation to source frequency. Ground in the coming days in these ways. Drink lots of spring water with lemon. Walk or sit outside, weather permitting, in nature, and say to yourself, I am blessed by source light, several times. If the sun is brightly shining, allow its rays to bathe your pineal gland by glancing for only a few seconds at it with open eyes, sun gazing, and then close your eyes and breathe deeply. Wear prayer malas made of substances from trees, amber, bodhi seed, or sandalwood, for example. Eat lots of foods that grow below ground, such as carrots, sweet potatoes, etc. If you are not having much appetite, which many people are reporting, drink a veggie smoothie. Wear grounding and healing oils such as amber or sandalwood. Take rescue remedy by Bach flowers under your tongue 4 times each day to prevent or to heal stress. Encircle your entire physical vessel with a tuning fork of 528 Hz, known as the miracle tone, that helps to reset DNA. Take a daily shower or bath with sea salt and calming lavender essential oil added to your soapy water. Avoid stressful television programs, conversations, and loud social occasions, all of which can upset your nervous system. It is important to relax and allow the light to move into your body temple so that crystallization and the ability to move through dimensions and to obtain mystical capabilities, which is elevation of consciousness, can occur more easily. Whatever your path is, spend time reading your scriptures. From DisclosureNews.it. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Nikki Hamid, on first contact. So you would love to meet and interact with our star brothers and sisters? First contact is not with a mass landing and your government feeding you tidbits of someone else's experiences. How does that make any sense? It will be through your openness, your invitation to share your life and experiences with them, and them doing likewise with your human, personally, and being. It will be by mutual agreement and mutual recognition of the sovereignty of beingness. Our star family has been present with us for thousands of years. Imagine being cooped up in a mothership about the size of a small island. True, they have garden spaces with animal friends, but they see our beloved Gaia as one of the most beautiful planets in the universe. And though there are a growing number living amongst us, generally they await your welcome for contact and visiting. They await on us raising our frequency to a point that they will not be energetically contaminated in our presence, as well as our individual willingness to engage within first. In the meantime, you can ask to be taken to their ships in your sleep or lucid dreaming, and then intend to remember in such a way that it will not be disruptive to your present journey in waking. And in turn speak to them when you look at the stars, ask them to visit you, and when you feel their presence, talk to them and share some explanations of what you are doing, as in your human life and why you do what you do, your feeling and hopes for yourself and our collective humanity. Glenn and I have had periods of constant visits, and it is amusing to us in our exchanges that they can be just as curious and fascinated about us as we are about them. First contact is in a building of mutual friendship and exchange. Invite them for a shore leave visit. You'll know their presence by a beautiful, soft, and delicate, loving breeze feeling. As soul beings, we are family, and you have their presence available to you all the time as part of your company of heaven. Shine on, and your protection is your love. Never give away your sovereignty, and always claim and command only the most benevolent of contact and experience. Be clear and honest always in your interactions. Always. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray, the Galactic Federation is here with us. The Galactic Federation is a group of benevolent extraterrestrials who are working with Earth and the Divine Creator to bring about a new golden age on Earth. They are members of the Galactic Federation, which includes over 200 member planets. These advanced civilizations have formed this intergalactic federation to help raise consciousness on planet Earth. The Galactic Federation's goal is to spread its teachings through channels such as channelers and other forms of communication in order to help us make the transition into the new Earth. Their teachings will include information about ascension, free energy, anti-aging technology, space travel, soulmates and twin flames, death and rebirth, and more. The Galactic Federation is made up of 12 different species from many different planets within the Milky Way galaxy. These 12 races are called Umbra, Alpha Centaurians, Andromedans, Arcturians, Procyon, Sirians, Pleiadians, Lyrians, Orions, Alterians, Lyrans, Nibarians, Atlanteans, Ascended Masters, highly evolved beings, spaceships, channeling, UFOs, and other phenomenon are tools in the ascension process, which is being guided by the Galactic Federation. To help us understand what is happening on our planet right now, the Galactic Federation will explain all these aspects of ascension and how they work together. They will also explain how we play an important part in this process. The Galactic Federation is here to help you understand the meaning of life, death, and the ascension process, which is about to start very soon, as you know. Some of you will be able to ascend in their mothership, some of you will be able to ascend on the ground, and some of you will be left behind. It's not up to them to decide who should ascend, it's up to you and your own decision-making process. This message might be shocking for many people on this planet, but that's why I decided to deliver it right now through this article. Soon the Galactic Federation is going to make an official live announcement on TV, so please share it with as many people as possible if you want them to know what's happening on our planet. All lightworkers have a role to play in the ascension process and in bringing this dream into reality. The time has come for all to take action and join together in a great cause to help our planet ascend and to help awaken other planets. The Galactic Federation is an organization that was established with the sole purpose of guiding Earth and its inhabitants through the ascension process. They are here to help us face our greatest challenges and give us the opportunity to live in peace, harmony, and freedom. The Ascended Masters are beings who have already ascended and are here to guide us on our journey. They are members of the Galactic Federation who do not forget about who they were left behind. The planet Earth is on the edge of a great leap in evolution, and this shift will occur in the very near future. The main reason for this pending change is that we are all ready to ascend. More and more people are awakening every day, and they will no longer accept the system of control over them. The Galactic Federation has been working with our planet for decades, sharing information, sending ships, and doing their best to assist us in our ascension process. They've answered many questions about why the planet has been held back from ascending for so long, but now it is time for us to understand that each individual is responsible for their own ascension. Many of you have experienced strange dreams and visions recently, and it is time for you to understand that these visitations are real. When the Galactic Federation comes to your dreams, they bring messages from heaven, as well as messages from the Ascended Masters who are guiding you through this process at this time. They are giving you instructions on what you must do next in order to ascend. There is still much work to be done before we can complete the transition, but I can tell you now that the transition is already underway. We are about to enter one of the most exciting times in the history of our planet. We are about to shift from being a predominantly carbon-based species into a crystalline form. This is an evolutionary step that is held back by fear, lack, and limitation. The Galactic Federation has been working for some time now to bring this about, and they wish to communicate with us, their allies on Earth, so that we can work together with them to create a new world that is free from scarcity and limitation, a world where everyone will be able to assess the limitless abundance of the universe. I invite you to join me and many others making a difference in the world. It's a place where we can live lives filled with joy, abundance, and freedom. The revolution starts with you. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithika. Light transition, awareness. For the light pulsations of ascension are swirling, activating the stimulus of light, the energetic pulsations of the rivers, forests, and trees, this inherent connection of life beyond the parameters of the mind. You will find us, the cosmic web of light. We ask you to pay particular attention to the light vibrations moving through you, light pulsations, activations. Feel the true light language of Gaia reaching you. Simply send a wave of love to every being you connect to, light waves of love, healing, with love for your journey as we pave the new light way. From KarenLithika.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. The journey home has begun. Changes are happening in your physical makeup that are excelling you past the previous timeline. Purification of the emotional body is transmuting the childhood trauma that recreated many disappointments in life. The power of love is restoring you to feel healthy, balanced, and stable. The brain's neurons are creating new pathways of communication that are attracting fun, play, and laughter. Repressed emotions may surface to process through during this brain rewiring. As the emotions express themselves and release, confidence is restoring. Focus on the mind, body, heart, and soul balance in this new growth cycle that has sprouted. Go within and connect with your own wisdom and inner knowing. Plant new seeds that are representing your true self, your new interests, and the downloads flowing through you. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. Gene Key 42, April 11th, 2022 through April 15th, 2022. Expectation, detachment, celebration. Detachment occurs in the opposite way that one might think. True detachment cannot be forced through discipline. Any attempt to force detachment simply creates more attachment. You cannot hold down a natural impulse indefinitely. With true detachment, one yields to every feeling absolutely. This does not mean that it has to be acted upon, but that it must be embraced, allowed, and accepted. The Gene Keys books. And from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 42, increase. Gentle wood rises in thunder's wake. Storms bring destruction and nourishment, life and death serving the highest growth. Celebration is clarity of awakening. Detachment is intuitive initiative. Expectation is uneasy agitation, intentional realization. When the superior man perceives good, he moves toward it. When he perceives his faults, he eliminates them. When we go into this, we'll discover what blissfulness feels like. We touch the ecstatic realms where the mind lets go, where thinking comes to an end. When thoughts do come, they're the thoughts of God, so they only engender more bliss. We'll become like a child again, and life becomes heaven on earth. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. And from the Goddess Circle, Mercury enters Taurus, April 11th. Mercury enters Taurus, which can help us take our ideas and make them into something tangible. This aspect can help us to flesh out our thoughts or plans, making them attainable. One step at a time, practical Mercury in Taurus wants to help us manifest what we desire. Remain cautious as you move forward, taking things slowly and rooting them deeply in truth. Taurus wants things that are created on solid foundations, and this is a good time for conversations with others that are connected with truth. This is also a good time for communication about commitments in our lives. From thegoddesscircle.net. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Saturn square North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio. Mercury enters Taurus. We reach the culmination of an aspect that has been building since February 23rd. Saturn's presence in Aquarius tells us that we need to work on society to bring about cohesion. There needs to be new rules, new boundaries, better management, modern infrastructure, accountability, respect for differences, political awakening. The responsibilities we have to and for the group is uppermost. What we set in place now will form a foundation for future generations. No wonder it's all so serious. No wonder we feel a weight on our shoulders. It's been made abundantly clear that what we have no longer works. Time to move away from toxic power games, greed, and secrets and move towards sustainability for all. This aspect remains in play until December 12th. Being forced into a corner is hard on all of us, but Mercury's move into Taurus is a gift, as it encourages us to think in down-to-earth ways. Times may be tough, but this transit brings mental resilience. Simplify. Figure out what is important and what you value. Consider your resources, material, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Discuss practicalities with loyal friends. Make connections with grounded people. Slow down to give yourself time to think. Walk in nature to clear your head. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Keen 223, Blue Lunar Night. This was the day out of time pause kin that bridged us into the yellow electric seed galactic year. Cosmic history quote for Moon 10, Day 8. The art of projection is actually the creation of certain magnetic beams loaded with specific sets of information. And from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 223, Blue Lunar Night. Lunar is the name for the number 2, and its keywords are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. It is the second day of this current wave spell, which is always challenging. Like any journey, you must prepare, pack, and plan. A wave spell journey is no different. The second day is about looking at the challenges you face so you may polarize them and proceed. These can be tough days, but if you are conscious of the process, it can be much easier. Think of it as an exercise in problem solving. Today is Blue Night, and it represents dreaming, abundance, and intuition. These days are very dreamy, a great time to take your dreams off the back burner and give them some attention. The Blue Night also brings abundance, and so expect some to come your way. Practice saying abundance out loud because it's a sure way to attract it. By showing you appreciate the abundance you already have, your glass is half full, not half empty. The guide today is the Blue Eagle, the visionary. The eagle invites you to see things from a higher vantage point, and with this view you will have a greater understanding of what to do about your dreams. The eagle also represents creativity, suggesting that once you see the bigger picture, your best course of action is to come up with creative solutions. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Lunar Night, 2 Akbal, Keen 223, 11th of April 2022, stabilizing collective abundance. 11/4/2022 equal 2/4, 2/4 equals 6/6 equal 12 equal 3, 2/4/6 ready set go, 2/4/6 equal 2/10 equal 2/1 equal 3, 6/6 Heaven's Gate. Day codes 11 Portal, Polarity, Illumination. 1 New Beginnings, Original, Unique, Leader. 2 Twins, Partners, Duality, Cooperation. 3 Holy Trinity, Triad, Joy, Creativity. Month year codes 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 10 Manifestation, Power, Authority. 1 New Beginnings, Original, Unique, Leader. 20 The Awakening, Clairvision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 223 equals 7 Magical, Mystical Code. Another very holy gateway today with the 11 Portal Code. A big day for dreaming and visualizing our planetary new way of dreaming. We are grounding a new foundation of abundance for New Earth. 9 months ago, Keen 223 occurred on the 25th of July, 2021, which of course was the Day Out of Time day. Day Out of Time is the realm of the no time, in the 0-point field where everything is possible, the realm where quantum miracles are birthed. We have traveled far this year to revisit the question of why have we not yet manifested global abundance for Earth's citizens. Abundance, joy, harmony. Now is the time to anchor the big dream for more abundance and happiness to flow into your life and our planet. Alleluia, and so mote it be. Today is day 2 in the wave spell of Eek, the white wind, which is bringing forth the fresh new benevolent winds of change. The white wind is whispering the messages of spirit opening and enhancing our communication channels. In this cycle we are becoming hollow vessels for spirit to work through our being. Today we are questioning the polarity challenges that have interfered with us achieving and anchoring Spirit's, God's big dream for collective abundance on Earth. What's the hold-up planetary kin? Let it flow. Tone of creation, lunar, tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. Today we are focused on the physical plane and how we can anchor the collective dream of abundance in our physical reality. Absolutely perfecto as we prepare to gather with our kin, breaking bread and celebrating the abundance of good food, good friends, and good times on our planet together. Today is a day filled with uncovering how we can finally transcend the seesaw challenges to having infinite abundance, examining and questioning the separation between the haves and the have-nots. It is time to balance and harmonize this discrepancy. All people on this earth are seen as equal in the eyes of spirit. Therefore, we all have equal access to enjoy God's infinite abundance on this earth plane. This is not just a dream, but a potential reality and our future birthright. It is time to step out of the duality game and all its possible challenges in order to move into more constant flow. Polarity reveals your conflict, struggles, and the apparent separation created by your belief in duality. These polarizations will be amplified through the 11-2 polarity codes, bringing forth much-needed illumination to heal the gap. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliances. In cooperation, all polarities serve as backgrounds for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Examine the opposites and polarity to giving and receiving abundance. Allow yourself to receive and keep the flow of prosperity continually moving like the great white wind, the inflow and outflow of Creator's breath. The storm has passed and the electric seed year is about to pop. The seed is about to ripen the infinite abundance that is now flowing to all who claim it. Be mindful of any conflicts, relationship challenges that arise today, revealing what needs to be addressed in order to reach equilibrium and harmony in your life. Today there is much friction and opposition in the heavens, forcing planetary transformation. The blue night spotlight is that of abundance, particularly related to our highest soul's dreams and destiny calling. We are the dreamers, living spirits dreaming of itself in physical, human bodies. Bane offers a very special gift and blessing for humanity today. We have all held the dream of attaining collective abundance for all beings and anchoring heaven on earth. Now is the time to believe and know that by joining together through Gaia's crystalline diamond grid, we can finally achieve that dream. The new QFS and infinite abundance is here now. Today's question is, how can I harmonize any obstacles, challenges, in order to anchor infinite abundance and bliss on our planet, our bountiful planet? Divine blessings for anchoring fearless divine abundance today. May all our greatest dreams come true. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 223, Blue Lunar Night. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to dream. Stabilizing intuition, I seal the input of abundance. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of vision. And on this powerful day of activations, manifestations, and transformations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can either make a monthly pledge or one-time donation to our links at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, goddess totems, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com, and she has a 25% off sale until Mother's Day, May 8th, so take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from Summit Publications. I am the violet flame is a powerful mantra. It is short, and by repeating it many times with focused intent, you can build a strong momentum of violet flame. I am the violet flame, an action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame, in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. from summitlighthouse.org. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Be sure to look for our special presentation tomorrow of the void, and have a most beautiful, blessed, auspicious, and powerful Neptune and Jupiter conjunction in Pisces, the only one of this lifetime. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make today and all days the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.